Hello, happy Tuesday. It is another Tuesday, which means another Tuesday training. It is the end of the month, my friends, the end of the month. And this week, this end of the month is very, it's very busy. It's very hectic for me. So, I'm going to go into that in just a second. But there are some things that we need to cover for end of month. So I want to make sure that we're all set, that we all get it, that we all understand, that we're all on the same page. February is our shortest month. And it's not a leap year, so it's our shortest month. And I know that I've talked to not only several of you here in our group, but other consultants outside of our group, people that I collaborate with and things like that. And I will tell you that overall, I have seen and heard from a lot of people that this month has just not been as great as they had hoped. And maybe that's you, maybe that's not you. I personally have not felt that. I personally am having a fantastic month in my business. And I was sitting, I was sitting here last night and I was talking with my friend Texas, and I was telling her, I was like, I wish I could just pinpoint what it is that I've either done or something that I did differently that for whatever reason, I'm having a very good outcome. I don't know. I still cannot pinpoint what it is. The only thing that I can pinpoint is the fact that I'm still consistent in everything that I do. I still show up. I still work my business every single day. Yes, I've gone back to work. But you would think, right? You would think that after going back and working a full 40-hour-a-week job and not being here during the day and working my business in the evenings and on the weekends, that maybe my business would start to taper. Nope, not at all. Not at all. And I'm going to say, even though I don't have data, I don't have anything to point to why, I'm going to go with the fact that I have just honestly been consistent. My systems have been strong. I've set them in place. I've continued doing what I normally would do. Now, would I maybe have spent more time doing other things? Sure. But let's be honest, right? If we go back to basics, if we take off the sugar coating on our business, right? Then what do we have left? We have like those bare bones of our business. Follow up, booking parties, being consistent with sharing with our customers what is happening in the world of Scentsy, following up, saying thank you, right? Doing all the things, engaging with others, also investing in our personal selves. I'm still doing all those things and working a full-time job. So, and finding time when I can to squish my grandbaby, right? I've got a grandson now. And he's squishy and I love him and I love him so much, right? But having all of these things happening, one would think, right? But here we are. I am very happy with my month. I didn't quite hit my sales goal, but that's okay, right? I didn't quite hit it. That's okay. I know what I'm aiming for already in March. I've already written down my March goals for what I want my PRV to be. How many people? I want 3 people to join my team in the month of March. Did I say May? Did I just say May? I think I said May. March, if I didn't say it. It's been a long day. March. I want at least 3 people to join my team. And I want to really be able to get all of my follow-up done timely and efficiently. So that's the other side of that follow-up coin, right? Yes, I've completed my follow-up. I still have some outstanding February follow-up to do, which normally in a normal world, I would be working on that tonight and tomorrow. But I am investing in myself, right? I believe that we all should be doing some personal development and personal investment in ourselves, because if we're not growing, our businesses are not going to grow. If you are noticing that your business is not growing, if you are noticing that your business is going this way and not this way, right? Okay, well then you need to fill your cup, so to speak, right? Maybe your cup is empty. When was the last time that you poured into yourself? When was the last time that you did any kind of personal development? When was the last time that maybe, and for you, maybe that's reading a book. Maybe it's listening to a podcast. Maybe it's watching a training. And it doesn't even have to be Scentsy related, right? Because I don't know if you guys are like me, but there are certain books that I love to read. There are certain things that I like to do. I have a very slight, maybe more than slight, Nintendo Switch issue that I love to play my Nintendo Switch, right? But there's things that I like to do that maybe don't necessarily fill me up in the respect of my business, right? Because obviously my Nintendo Switch is not, it's not giving me business tips, but you know what I mean, right? Like I'm pouring into me. I'm doing something for me. So what have you done for you in your business? I am almost through. I'm behind because I plan to be done with it by now, but I am almost through this book, Multipliers. Almost through it. I have to finish it up. But not only have I been reading that, but I have also been getting ready for a retreat that I'm leaving for in about 6 hours, 7 hours. I still have to finish packing. I still have laundry in the washing machine that needs to go in the dryer. I still have to take a shower. I still have to prep my house. I still have to getting my last minute packing stuff done. Remembering to take my fan. All of these things right now. So I will be going to the fabulous, beautiful rolling hills of Tennessee. I'm very excited to be going. I get to go with some of my wonderful friends. I get to go with some amazing superstar directors. So I'm very excited about this. And I'm very excited about the fact that, again, I'm going to be pouring into myself. I'm going to be filling my cup for the next few days. Now, I'm missing work because of it, so I'm not going to be at work tomorrow or Thursday or Friday this week. Obviously, I'll be missing my family. I'll be missing my grandson. Be missing my dog. Be missing a handful of things, right? But is it important for me to do this? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is extremely important. So while I'm not telling you guys, well, I mean, by all means, if you have the opportunity to go on a retreat, go on a retreat. Just like I will say, if there's a Scentsy event, go to the Scentsy event. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a trip, right? Maybe it's sitting down and putting some effort into you. Refilling your cup. Make sure it is full. So whether that's on a personal level, and maybe it's on both, because again, for me, it's more of a both level. It needs to be personal and it needs to be business or professional. Because I will tell you that I am more happy when I'm able to be me, right? When I'm able to do the fun things that I like to do, the Nintendo Switch, when I sit down to binge watch some series on Netflix, right? Like that is my pure and utter guilty time, right? But I think we all need a little bit of guilty time because it helps us to balance ourselves out. Because again, you guys are just like me. I am just like you. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a daughter. I work full time. I run a business. I have a life outside of all of this, right? That can be a lot on your plate. And then if you're stressed out about, oh, my sales aren't as good as they should be, or, oh my gosh, I've been talking to everybody and I can't get anybody interested in a party, and you start to feel all of that. So you have to recognize these signs. you have to recognize the fact that you need to refill your cup. So if that looks like putting it on your calendar to remind yourself, then put it on your calendar. Remind yourself at least once a month, fill my cup. So fill in the blank with whatever that is, right? Maybe it is like me playing Nintendo Switch. Maybe it's reading a fun book that has nothing to do with business or life and it's just pure pleasure. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's going out and walking the dog. I don't know. Everybody is going to have something different, right? For me, I can tell you that I love my family. Let me tell you, this grandson of mine is amazing. Honestly, 5 minutes spent with my grandson, my heart, it's like the Grinch's heart, where it's like the Grinch's heart grew 3 times its size that day. Like, that's what I picture every time that I'm with him, because every time that I'm with him, I'm just filled with this overabundance of love. And I'm just like, okay, I'm ready. Now I can go back out into the world and I'm happy again, right? So the same thing when it comes to our business. So if you are experiencing a lull, even if you are experiencing maybe not as great of times in your business. Been doing this 11 years, people, and I will tell you that not every month has been a great month. Far from it, right? I've had horrible months. I've had months where I've thought of quitting. I've had thoughts where I'm like, what the hell am I even doing? I've had all of them. And let me tell you, the only thing that has gotten me through is me. And learning to recognize, hey, I need to take some time to fill my own cup. I need to take some time to do what it is that I need to do, or something that makes me happy. Like I said, for me, it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit on the personal side. It's a little bit on the professional side. So going on this retreat, I am extremely excited. I am somebody who has very high anxiety. I think you guys all know this about me by now. So I'm not embarrassed to share that I have, like, my anxiety is like literally through the roof right now, but I'm still going. I don't let it buckle me. I don't let it take me over. I cannot forget my fan. Cannot forget my fan. I can't sleep without a fan. Is anybody else like that? Okay. So it is the end of the month. What are some things that we can do to set ourselves up for success as we are closing out this month? So we're in the end, into the evening. If you already have done these things, then you've done as much as you can do, right? I don't want you to feel bad about that, because again, like I said, I have been there where I've literally felt like I've done literally everything I can do. I've given all I can give to this month. It is what it is, right? But if you haven't, there is still time, okay? So if you haven't reached out to your customers, if you haven't posted in your VIP group, if you're on Project Broadcast or you send emails or whatever it is, the way that you communicate with your peoples, then you need to be doing it. You need to be doing it. I made it a point that even in my VIP group, I went through literally the whole list of everything that is going away. Hello, last chance, here it is, right? I messaged some of my customers. I got through some of that because today was actually a little slow at work, so I was actually able to get a little bit done today. But this evening, I'll be doing the rest of that. And, at least at the end of the day, I can look at myself and I can say, okay, I let my customers know. I made sure that my customers were aware. Whether they decide to order or not is fine, right? I know I have done my due diligence. I have done my job as a consultant. I can sleep at night. Well, hopefully in the car. I'm not driving. But what do we need to do to set ourselves up for success? Well, for one, we need to have a game plan. I know that we talk about this a lot. I know you've heard me talk about it a lot. Setting yourself up for success really is sitting down and looking at your goals and where do you want to be for the month. So sit down with a blank piece of paper and write March at the top of it. And I want you to write down what your PRV goal is, what your sponsoring goal is, and where you want to be at the end of March? What does the end of March look like for you? Maybe that's getting paid a title. Maybe that is promoting. Maybe that is hitting a 2,000 PRV month so you can get that $600 plus paycheck. Maybe it is being consistent in your business. Maybe it is having 3 parties, whatever kind of parties they are this in March. Pick out your goals, picture where you want to be. And then you need to make your game plan. How are you going to get there? What are you going to do? How are you going to bridge the gap to do those things? Like I said, my business truly hasn't really missed a beat at all when it comes to me going back to work. And maybe it's just the way that I work best. I don't know. I mean, I did promote to star director while I was doing Scentsy full time. So there is that. But I will say, as I built my business to director, I was working insane hours and still managing my business. That didn't mean that I didn't spend time with my family. I just managed my time better. You guys, we all have the same amount of hours in every single day. I don't have any more hours than you do. You don't have any more hours than I do. We're all equal. And we all have the same opportunity to do whatever it is that we decide we want to do. So yes, I make a plan for every single day to touch a part of my business. And some days, yeah, it's been an insane day at work, or I'm tired, or I'm having a chronic pain flare, or I'm busy with the family. We've got stuff going on, whatever, right? But the point is that I pick it right back up the next day. Because if you don't pick your business back up, that is where you can have the biggest mistake. Because I did it for years where I didn't pick it back up. I'd be like, oh, I need to take a night off. I'm not feeling well, whatever, right? I was going through a lot during all of those years. So if you look back through my YouTube videos, I mean, you can probably pretty much dictate my whole entire life through there. But I was trying to be diagnosed with my endometriosis, not understanding why I was in so much pain all of the time and why nobody wanted to listen to me and understand me. Why I was going to 800 different doctor's appointments and working and figuring out PTO and time off at work because there were days I literally could not make it out of bed. I was building a business during that time. So, right? It can still be done is my point. It doesn't need to consume your life. You just have to learn how to manage it. So if you manage it, if you take pieces of your business and manage it out throughout the time that you have available to work your business, then you're going to have a better shot at being successful. And then you just repeat that cycle. Okay? You repeat the cycle. Again, if you don't repeat it, if you don't pick it back up, that's where you fall, right? That's where a break will happen. So, my systems help me. And I don't want to go too much into systems, for one, because it's going to do a whole thing. And for two, I already have videos about systems. You guys know about systems. But I will say, you just need to find the ones that are going to work for you, whatever those may be. It could be index cards written down in a box. I don't know. It can honestly be anything. It can be as simple as that. It can be as complex as some computer program that you have, right? I don't know. Put systems in place that will help keep you on track. Have your calendar. If you haven't yet started, if you're not a planner, if you don't look at yourself like a planner, whatever, at least print out a blank copy, or if you have a wall calendar or something, or even a dry erase board, draw a calendar, print out a calendar. And look at that calendar and really look at it and go, okay, I want to work my business 4 days a week, maybe. Maybe it's 4 days a week is what you want to work your business. and you say, okay, I have between the hours of 7 and 10 every evening to work my business. So what am I going to get done during those 3 hours every single day of the 4 days a week, right? What am I going to do? Plot out your map. Even Dora the Explorer uses her map, okay? Use the map. You have to create your own map for your business. It's going to lead you to the path that you want to be on. And I know it sounds simplistic and ridiculous, but it's true. And I promise you that if you start doing it that way, that if you start believing in yourself, if you start taking time to fill your cup when you need to fill your cup, ask for help when you need the help, engage in different things when you need to engage. You can't say you don't have resources, because I know you do. We all have the resources. It's honestly down to consistency and time management. Because we all have access to the workstation. Every single one of us has access to the workstation. So we all have access to the same exact material in there. If you like Facebook, if you're on Facebook, then you have the ability to get on the Facebook groups. If you have YouTube, if you watch YouTube, you have the ability to watch any YouTube that you would desire. Trust me, there are plenty of YouTube videos to watch about this business. You see where I'm getting at, right? We have Scentsy Family Reunion. We just had World Tour. We wrapped up World Tour, right? Those were big events. Make plans to go to these things. And I know it might sound insane to go to things like this, but trust me, when you start really pouring into yourself and saying, okay, this business is worth it, or I want it to be worth it. I want it to be this thing for me and my family and my loved ones, then you're going to put the time and energy into it. It's the same thing as going to a job, right? If I were to call my director tomorrow and be like, yeah, I just don't feel like it today, I'm just not going to come in. And if I do that 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, what's going to happen, right? Jacqui's going to lose her job, okay? I'm going to lose my job. Now, with Scentsy, it's different, right? We don't have that boss that we have to report to. So it is very easy to slip into the habit of saying, oh, I just don't feel like it today. I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and, oh, I just don't feel like it today. I'll do it tomorrow. And you know what I mean, right? You know, I know. Been there, done that, made the t-shirt. Okay, honestly, it's such a slippery slope to go down. So as I get ready to pack and get all my stuff done, I wanted to remind you guys that your month is not over until you say it's over. Okay? So if you haven't yet completed those follow-ups, reached out to your peoples, then you need to be reaching out to your peoples. Do it now. If you want spoilers for March, then I would suggest catching the end of month live with Dan Orchard on his Facebook page. So you can go to that. You can watch that live and in person at 7 p.m. Central. It will be on. Dan will be on. And he usually is pretty good about sharing with us what's coming in March and also maybe showing us some sneak peeks. So you really can plan that month. Now, tomorrow, what I want every single person who is watching this video, what I want you to do the same thing that I ask you to do every single month. I do it too. The planning ahead document. Now, obviously, this is the one for February. You can see it's been here on my desk, okay, all month. I've been referring to it. I've been watching it. I've been looking at it all month, right? This is the final day for this document. So tomorrow, the March planning ahead will be made available on your workstation. Go to the training center of your workstation. Or, of course, you can look in the Facebook groups too, and it'll be there. But print it out. even from someone who is very digital, right? I still do keep a digital copy on my iPad. I download a digital copy on there too, but I also print it out. Why? Because it's important to look, to see things in person, right? This literally will help you take this and take the printed copy or the planner or whatever it is that you have, the calendar for March, and I want you to put them side by side. And again, you're going to create your roadmap using this. I know it'll say March. Using that planning ahead document and that calendar. And set yourself some goals. Set yourself some milestones and be like, okay, on the 5th of the month, this is what I want to have accomplished by this time. Make yourself your own goals. By the 15th of the month, this is what I want to have accomplished at this point in my business. On March 15th, I want this to have happened. What do you need to do to get there, right? So that's when you're going to go back to your calendar and you're going to fill in. You're going to go, okay, my goal here is to have 500 PRV by the 15th of the month, okay? So what do I need to do to have 500 PRV? Well, I darn well better have some parties going. And y'all, if you can't get a party going with a brand new calendar or catalog, it's a brand new catalog, friends. It's all new. It's all new. So there are plenty of things for you to be sharing about this catalog, okay? Plenty of things. Now, please also pay attention to the fact that, and I haven't memorized my page numbers yet, and don't worry, it's coming. But did you all notice? This is in the catalog. When something is in the catalog, that means it's going to be here for the catalog season. These things are in the catalog. In the catalog. So that tells me right then and there, I know that I'm going to be able to have discussions with my Harry Potter fans. It's going to give me plenty of time to have discussions with them, right? Anybody have a Little Mermaid fan in their life? Okay, this warmer is coming back. Let me tell you, this warmer is gorgeous in person. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, I tell you. Okay, so use this. Use your print off of the calendar or your planner and use the March Planning Ahead Guide. And you, my friend, are going to have a very successful month. You going to do it with me? Let's do it together. March is our month, okay? Claim it. Put it out into the universe. Put it out into existence. Speak it. March is my month. I'm claiming March as my month. Make your plan. Stick to your plan. And when we end in March, you're going to be able to look back at how your month has gone and really take a deep dive and look and see, okay, did I stick to what I intended to stick to? Hopefully you do, but I'm here to tell you, I am human, and I too have made myself try and stick to plans before, and I've fallen short, or I've let them slide. Don't do that to yourself. I speak from experience in this. Don't do it to yourself. So set yourself up for success. Set those goals. Reach out when you need it. And dig into your resources. I am really looking forward to coming back from this retreat and coming back to work with those of you who really want to level up in your business starting in March. This new catalog season, we've got 6 months of this catalog. 6 months of this catalog. What are we going to do with it? By the time this catalog is discontinuing, where do you want your business to be? Because let me tell you right here, right now, you want to hit director in 6 months, you can totally do it. Totally do it. Is it going to take work? Hell yes, it is. Is it going to take determination? Is it going to take you making a roadmap every single month? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Can it be done? Yes, it can. But not if you don't want it. And again, not with an empty cup. So look for the ways that you need to fill your cup. Maybe that's just spending time with the kids. Maybe it's taking one Saturday or one afternoon out of a week and saying, this is my free time. And for me, what I do, because what I had to do, because I would always feel guilty when I started doing it, and I still do it to this day, I will literally write in my planner, night off. And I will just block it out, right? Like it's a meeting, and block it out. I will turn off my phone. I'm Apple. I think you all know that. I'm Apple, so I can turn on my focus, and I turn on my unplugged focus. And that literally means no notifications unless it's my husband or my oldest, or, I mean, my youngest is usually here anyway, but you get the point, right? Do the things that you need to do so you can get to where you want to be. So are we ready? Okay, brand new catalog starts tomorrow. Actually, it starts at like 2 a.m. Central, but semantics. If you do have pre-orders, or if you do have people who are interested in Dobby in particular, I'm going to tell you right now, I would make sure that you set an alarm to wake up early. Will it be worth it? Yes, if you have orders to put in, my friend. Yes, it will. Trust me, do not sleep on that. I mean, nothing is promised. One can hope that, you know, if you wake up in the morning, that it's still there. But I will tell you right here and right now, if you've got pre-orders, make sure that you wake up and put them in. Set an alarm. It's going to take you, you know, maybe 30 minutes to wake up, wait in the queue, because the queue will go in. Wait in the queue, put the orders in, and then go back to bed. That's all you got to do, right? You don't change out of your clothes, put on clothes, whatever. Be in your pajamas. I don't care how you do it. But just get it done. Trust me. You need to do that if you've got pre-orders. That's just something we do as consultants, right? And like I said, this catalog, everything that is in this catalog, which is amazing. You guys, we have plans for this catalog. So next week, we are going to dive into our catalog. So I'm going to get you introduced into the products that we're going to be focusing on, and I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide through March of how to focus on products, how to speak to your customers about our products, and how to focus on them and who to focus on them with. Okay? Because there is a strategy, there is a method to the madness of it all. And I will tell you, it has taken me a long time, but I have gotten there. And I want to get you there as well. So this is going to be going on YouTube. So for those of you who follow me on YouTube, then you better make sure that you're subscribed and hitting the notifications. But for those of you here, you know, here in the group on Facebook, of course, I will be sharing everything here in this group. So stick with me, because it's going to be an amazing catalog season. And if you want to send me your goals for where you want to be by the end of this catalog season, I would love to have them. So send them to me. All right, guys, I'm gonna get myself ready. I have to go put clothes in the dryer. I have to go take a shower, make the dinner, pack the bags, do the things, try and get a little bit of sleep, and then start driving at like 2 a.m. It's going to be insane, but amazing at the same time. So I love you all. I will talk to you soon. Happy end of month. Don't forget to tune into the end of month live if you want to catch that. You can always catch the replay later on Dan Orchard's public page. So, all right, guys, I will see you in a brand new catalog season. Bye.